The only way to master English listening. Hello, everyone. I want to ask you something important. Have you studied English for years, but still cannot understand movies? Do you feel lost when people speak fast? You are not alone. Millions of people worldwide have the same problem. But today, I will share the only method that really works. By the end of this talk, you will know exactly how to train your ears. You will discover why other methods fail. And you will get a simple plan that takes just 30 minutes a day. This plan will change how you hear English forever. Let me start with a story. The problem everyone faces. Last year, I met Maria from Brazil. She studied English for 10 years. She knew 5,000 words. She could read newspapers easily, but she could not understand a simple phone call. She felt frustrated and embarrassed. Maria is not different from you. She represents millions of English learners worldwide. They all make the same mistake. They focus on the wrong things. They memorize grammar rules. They learn thousands of words. They practice speaking alone, but they never train their ears properly. Here is the shocking truth. Your brain needs special training to understand spoken English. Reading and listening use different parts of your brain. You cannot become good at listening by reading more books. You cannot improve listening by memorizing more words. This is why traditional methods fail. The science behind listening. Let me explain what happens in your brain. When you hear English, your brain works very fast. It has only 0.2 seconds to understand each word. If you miss one word, you lose the whole sentence. Most people try to understand every single word. This is impossible. Even native speakers do not catch every word. They use context to fill in the gaps. Your brain needs to learn this skill. It needs to predict what comes next. It needs to guess missing words. This happens automatically, but only with practice. The right kind of practice. The only method that works. Here is the secret method. It has 3 simple rules. Rule number 1. Choose content you understand 70%, not 100%, not 30%. Exactly 70%. This is the magic number. If you understand everything, your brain does not grow. If you understand nothing, you give up. At 70%, your brain works hard but stays motivated. Rule number 2, listen to the same content many times. Most people listen to something once and move on. This is wrong. Your brain needs repetition to build patterns. Listen to the same 10-minute video 5 times. Each time, you will understand more. Rule number 3, focus completely. Do not listen while doing other things. Do not check your phone. Do not think about work. Give your full attention to the English sounds. This is called active listening. It is the only way to train your brain. Why this method works? This method works because of how your brain learns. Your brain loves patterns. When you hear English again and again, your brain remembers the sounds. It builds a sound map of English. This map helps you understand new conversations. Let me give you an example. The first time you hear gonna, you might not understand. But after hearing it 50 times in context, your brain connects it to going to. This happens automatically. You do not need to study grammar rules. Your brain learns the patterns naturally. This is how children learn their first language. They hear the same words and sentences many times. Your brain builds sound patterns. You can do the same with English. Real success stories. Let me tell you about 3 people who use this method. Kim from South Korea could not understand English movies. She chose one American TV show. She watched the same episode every day for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, she understood 90%. She continued with new episodes. In 6 months, she could watch any movie without subtitles. Ahmed from Egypt had problems with phone calls at work. He found business English podcasts. He listened to the same 15-minute episode every morning. After 1 month, his phone calls became much easier. His boss noticed his improvement. Lisa from Germany wanted to understand native speakers. She downloaded English audiobooks. She listened to the same chapter multiple times. Each time, she understood more details. In 4 months, she could join any conversation confidently. These people did not study grammar. They did not memorize word lists. They simply trained their ears with the right method. How to choose the right content. The content you choose is very important. It must be interesting to you. If you're bored, you will not continue. Here are some good options. For beginners, children's cartoons or simple podcasts. For intermediate learners, TV shows or YouTube videos about your hobbies. For advanced learners, news programs or business podcasts. Make sure the content has clear audio. Avoid videos with background music. Avoid content with multiple speakers talking at the same time. Start with content that has subtitles. You can check your understanding. But do not read the subtitles while listening. Listen first, then check. The 30-day challenge. Here is your action plan. Choose one piece of content. It should be 10 to 15 minutes long. Listen to it once. Count how many sentences you understand. If you understand 70%, this is perfect. If you understand more, choose something harder. If you understand less, choose something easier. For the next 30 days, listen to this content every day. Listen actively for 30 minutes. Break it into 3 10-minute sessions if needed. Week 1, you will understand the main ideas clearly. Week 2, you will catch more details. Week 3, you will predict what speakers will say next. Week 4, you will understand almost everything. After 30 days, choose new content, but make it only slightly harder. Keep the 70% rule. Repeat this process for 6 months. Your listening skills will improve dramatically. Common mistakes to avoid. Many people make these mistakes. Mistake 1. They choose content that is too difficult. They want to challenge themselves, but this actually slows down progress. Stay at 70% understanding. Mistake 2. They listen to different content every day. They think variety is good, but your brain needs repetition to learn patterns. Stick with the same content for weeks. Mistake 3. They listen while multitasking. They listen during exercise or cooking. This does not train your brain effectively. You need focused, active listening. Mistake 4. They give up too quickly.
They expect results in days. Language learning takes time. Trust the process and be patient. The science of repetition. Why does repetition work so well? Scientists have studied this question. They found that your brain creates stronger connections with repetition. The first time you hear a word, your brain makes a weak connection. The second time, the connection gets stronger. By the 10th time, the connection is very strong. This is why you suddenly understand words you have heard many times. It is not magic. It is science. Your brain is building a database of English sounds. Each repetition adds more information to this database. Eventually, understanding becomes automatic. You do not think about grammar rules. You just understand. This is fluency. Beyond just listening. This method does more than improve listening. It also improves your speaking. When you hear correct English many times, you speak more naturally. Your pronunciation gets better. Your grammar becomes more accurate. You learn how native speakers really talk, not how textbooks say they talk. This is why this method is so powerful. It trains multiple skills at the same time. Your next steps. Let me give you a specific plan. Today, choose your first piece of content. Test your understanding level. Make sure it is 70%. Tomorrow, start your 30-day challenge. Set a daily alarm for your listening time. Make it a habit, like brushing your teeth. Track your progress in a notebook. Write down new words you learn. Write down sentences you start to understand. Celebrate small victories. After 30 days, choose new content. Make it slightly more difficult. Continue this process for 6 months. Your listening skills will transform completely. The power of patience. Remember, language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. You will have good days and bad days. Some days you will understand everything clearly. Other days you will feel confused. This is normal. Your brain is working hard to build new connections. Trust the process. Stay consistent. The results will come. Thousands of people have used this method successfully. You can too. Final thoughts. Today, you learned the only method that really works for English listening. You learned why other methods fail. You learned the science behind effective listening practice. You got a specific 30-day plan. Most importantly, you learned that you already have everything you need. You do not need expensive courses. You do not need special apps. You just need the right method and consistent practice. Your English listening journey starts now. Choose your content today. Start tomorrow. In 30 days, you will be amazed at your progress. In 6 months, you will understand English naturally. Remember Maria from Brazil? She followed this exact method. Today, she works for an international company. She takes calls from around the world. She understands movies without subtitles. She achieved her English dreams. You can achieve yours too. The only question is, will you start today? Thank you for watching.